From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Afternoon Edition.
Well, breaking news on the Afternoon Edition, a pair of decisions setting back students and the LGBTQ+ community. Good afternoon, I'm Ryan Yamamoto. The High Court closed its term ruling the Biden administration's student loan forgiveness program is unconstitutional. The conservative majority also dealing a blow to the LGBTQ+ protections. Natalie Brand following all the breaking details from the U.S. Supreme Court. Natalie.
Hi, Ryan, Liz, and we are expected to hear from President Biden later this hour to detail his next steps in light of the blow dealt to his student loan forgiveness plan. The 6 conservative justices on the court saying the administration went too far in using a federal law regarding national emergencies to try and erase nearly $500 billion in debt.
I am disappointed, to say the least, in the Supreme Court's ruling.
Protesters gathered at the Supreme Court Friday, rallying against the justices' opinion on President Biden's student debt relief program. The High Court threw out the plan to forgive up to $20,000 in student loans for millions of Americans.
Student debt cancellation is legal and it is just, no matter what the Supreme Court says.
The case was brought by Republican attorneys general who argued the plan exceeded the president's authority. The administration had argued it had the power to act during national emergencies such as the coronavirus pandemic.
The court said today in a 6-3 decision by the chief, no, this is a big program. You need specific authorization from Congress.
The Supreme Court also weighed in on a case that pitted gay rights against a Colorado web designer's claims of free speech and religious beliefs.
The justices ruled 6-3 in favor of Lori Smith, who sued over a state law saying making wedding websites for same-sex marriages conflicts with her religious beliefs and Colorado's law violates her right to free speech.
There are some messages I can't create no matter who requests them.
Writing for the court, Justice Gorsuch cites First Amendment protection, saying Colorado seeks to force an individual to speak in ways that align with its views but defy her conscience about a matter of major significance. In her dissent, Justice Sonia Sotomayor wrote, for the first time in its history, the court grants a business open to the public a constitutional right to refuse to serve members of a protected class.
And back to what's expected later this hour, we are expecting to hear from President Biden. He said in a statement the fight isn't over, and he promised to detail his next steps, possible new executive action or other legal avenues that he could pursue on student loan relief. Ryan.
And Natalie, LGBTQ advocates worry the court's ruling in the web designer's case paves the way for even larger rollbacks of rights. So does the wording in this ruling amplify that concern?
Well, that's what the dissent discusses, that this could be a slippery slope, and critics of this in fact, open the door to discrimination against other groups based on race or religion. The Colorado AG, who was defending this case, said today's sweeping decision threatens to destabilize the marketplace and encourage all kinds of businesses to claim a First Amendment free speech right to refuse certain kinds of services. So we'll have to wait and see, Ryan, what the next steps, what the implications of this really are.
All right, Natalie, thank you very much. Well, we got reaction to the decision from the director of the financial aid at Cal State East Bay, who says this student debt ruling is devastating.
I'm a little bit frustrated of the decision in the Supreme Court because the government as a whole has been continuing to create barriers between my office and the students. You know, we are here to try to make sure that these students succeed. And unfortunately, we are dependent on resources that the federal government and the state departments provide to us. And so this is just a horrible news for higher education this week.
And looking live to the White House, President Biden said to give his remarks on the student loan decision this afternoon. We'll have coverage of that right here on CBS News Bay Area. And today is also a First Alert weather day because, well, it's going to be a hot weekend. You're looking live toward the East Bay from our Mount Diablo camera where temperatures are now beginning to climb. Let's get to First Alert meteorologist Jessica Birch. So how hot are we talking, Jess?
Oh, I wish I didn't have to say it, but it's finally here, folks. Triple digits. Can you believe it? Heading into the next couple days, we have high pressure ridging its way in, and we are heating up a lot in those east inland hills, the North Bay, even down into the Santa Clara Valley. The National Weather Service is on top of this, though. They issued a heat advisory just an hour ago. It started, and it's going to last all throughout today, tomorrow, ending late Sunday night, as the major area of high pressure will sit over us tomorrow, warming us up a lot. That ranges from Santa Rosa down into the Santa Clara Valley, so just keep that in mind. This heat dome is really starting to pack a punch as we kick off the holiday weekend. For all the Bay Area, I mean, we're sitting well above average today. Daytime highs are going to hit the upper 90s, even triple digits near Livermore and Antioch. Fairfield is even warming all the way up into the 90s, with Brentwood with a very similar trend. Now, along the coast, we're still staying below average today. That marine layer is kind of holding us tight right now, keeping us nice and cool. But heading into our Saturday forecast, more upper 90s are expected for us in our inland areas, with upper 70s in San Francisco and throughout the Bay Area. Luckily, by the 4th of July on Tuesday, that's when we'll start seeing that area of high pressure move out, and it'll cool us down fast. I'll have more on your forecast coming up in just a bit with some events right around the corner. But for now, back to you, Ryan.
All right, thanks, Jess. Looking live to Contra Costa County, where the triple-digit temperatures are expected. Jocelyn Moran with how people are preparing.
Well, this is the first heat wave of the summer, and it's ahead of the 4th of July weekend. It has been a while since we've experienced these hot temperatures, so it is always a good idea to refresh our memories as to some of the things we can do to protect ourselves. We talk about sunscreen and we talk about staying hydrated, two very important tips. Also, when it comes to exercise, try to get that out of the way in the mornings ahead of this weekend when you're thinking about Saturday and Sunday. If you're going to be walking your pet, do so early on in the morning.
His name's Oliver.
Kate is following some of those tips for herself and her corgi, Oliver. Oliver is 2 years old and needs his exercise. Kate says he has a lot of energy, so she has to make sure she takes him out on a walk.
Their bodies overheat so quickly, and their paws take on so much heat, especially from like the pavement and just being outside in general. So just limiting their time is definitely crucial, especially when the temps rise above like 90.
Well, like Oliver, many don't want to lose out on a day of exercise. Pedro was out walking while it was still in the 70s early in the morning.
Getting our walk on, we have a 75 hard challenge that we're doing, so we have to do an outside workout and an indoor workout. So our outdoor workout has to be early in the morning. If not, you can imagine how hot it's going to be.
Contra Costa County Fire says they're prepared to respond to heat-related emergencies.
If it's 103 outside, that's not the day to go hiking on Mount Diablo. We encourage the public to enjoy the open space, but do that early in the morning when temperatures are down.
John and Tom are following that advice.
Just talking about it, because we got here right around 8, I think, is probably like 70, and it started to slowly creep up, and we're starting to sweat a little bit.
They put on sunscreen and made sure they had plenty of water.
Come out before the sun's heating up, and yeah, you sweat a little less and have a little more fun.
And that's what officials are urging. Have fun while also being safe.
And we'll continue to track the heat all weekend long. Steve with CBS News Bay Area and KPIX.com for the latest on the temperatures and where to cool off. And just in time for the 4th of July, San Jose police seize 38,000 pounds of illegal fireworks. This comes weeks after a large fire at the public storage on Blossom Hill Road. Police say the June 14th fire was caused by multiple illegal fireworks igniting in a storage unit. Arson investigators took on that case, and police obtained arrest warrants for Anthony De Silva and Nathaniel Velasquez on multiple charges. In addition to the illegal fireworks, police also seized meth, cocaine, cash, guns, and weed. And looking live to SFO, where issues with United flights are lingering as we head into the weekend before July 4th. Not as many problems, but still almost 24 flight cancellations. And it's not just United issues. It's just your normal holiday rush. You can see video of those security lines at Oakland Airport as well.